Hey everyone, this is Tim again here, and as usual, I was just thinking about something. Today, I'm going to be talking more about spiritual gifts and leaders. There was someone, I'm not going to say his name, but there was someone from Ghana who I'm going to use as a example. I used to follow him quite a bit, and he was a good, really good preacher. And the problem, though, is he made a mistake of not holding himself accountable. The main thing is if you are going to lead a church, it is important that you have deacons or a mentor or someone to hold you in check because, yeah, you are leading and you are helping people and you are doing what God wants you to, but perfect example of one of the dangers here. This man had actually let the spirit of pride infiltrate his life, and he even started preaching out of it. Things like it got to the point to where he wouldn't even respond to anybody unless they started off with calling him prophet. And I started noticing that a lot of his sermons, he would highlight what he did. I did this, I did that. I got put in this situation where I delivered this person, I. And the final sermon I watched is one where he helped someone and then literally demanded that they bow at his feet. Here's the problem with that. If you are going to require people to worship you for your gift, then their worship is the only reward you will receive, period. You need to remember you're not God. Because, if you're going to expect people to worship you like you're divine, then what reward should you receive? Do not even fortune tellers do that? But at the same time, yes, you may be a prophet, you may be an evangelist, a pastor, but these are gifts from God and they're used. You are pretty much just a vessel. It's God who deserves the glory. But at the same time, there's another group of people who you have a gift and yet you're upset because you don't think your church is giving you the proper acknowledgement. Things like because they didn't put a title in front of your name. Oh, well, they're not calling me a prophet or prophetess. I'm not referred to as an evangelist. They haven't asked me to preach. They didn't put me in front of they didn't give me a class to teach even though I'm a teacher. I don't know. I just feel like they don't care. Wait! It's not about you. That's the problem. On top of that, if you think that, well, before I say that, the danger here is maybe not so much you. You might have good intentions, but you don't want to get to the point to where you're worshiping the gift more than the giver. You may not be ready yet, or you may still need to know who you are before you can start using that word. And then there's even a third situation. Who said you need to have a title given to you by man in order to work in a gift that is given to you by God. If you're a prophet, go out and prophesy. If you're a preacher, stand on the street corner, have Bible studies, or do I look like I'm in front of a church? I'm sitting in a front room of a house talking to a fuzzy camera on my computer and about to post this on YouTube. But at the same time, yeah, if you're a preacher, preach. If you're a prophet, prophesy. And if you're a teacher, it's very easy to start classes. Like I said, start a Bible study, have people come to your house and lead them there. For some reason, we put so much emphasis on the church building and the people in the church that we tend to think that we can only work through the church. Now, I'm not saying to completely disregard people in the church. There's pastors and there's deacons for a reason. They're not bad. I do believe they have been ordained by God, and I do believe that they are in the proper place. But at the same time, you don't have to be in a spot of qualification in order to act. Sometimes God is waiting for you to be qualified before he considers you qualified. That's all I have. See you next time. Bye.